Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that share button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. All right. Today I'm going to be talking about what does a woman hair color says about her. Now, I got a good response from my hair length video, and this was a highly requested video on the hair color. All right. When you walk around day to day, you may see a lot of women that are switching their hair colors. A lot of women that are going from the greens, the blues, the reds, the purples, and all this is strictly for attention, all right? That's just saying that they're trying to figure themselves out. They're gonna call it freedom of expression. So when you see a woman getting outside of her natural hair color, best believe that she's going through a lot of confusion inside. She's battling a lot of anxiety, and she's trying to find a comfort zone within herself that's gonna give her attention. You're gonna see a lot of girls that are gonna be going with wild colors in their hair for the simple fact that women have to do things to the extreme in order for us to be noticed or notice her. Like, we have been desensitized to a woman's look. For instance, you could look at a fat booty right now, you could look at breasts, a woman could be sitting in front of you right now and you barely get an arousement because you're so desensitized to it because you see it so much online. We see it so much in our phones that there's no excitement for it anymore. So you're gonna have less men that are actually pursuing women for that. And a lot of guys now, the porn addiction is at an all-time high, which is also desensitizing men to keep from needing women. All right, so when you start getting outside of her natural hair color, she's thriving for attention that she cannot get. All right, but when it comes to these natural hair colors, girls that are actually keeping their hair natural, that's what we're going to talk about today. And the first one that we're going to talk about is going to be the redhead. All right, when it comes to the redhead, all right, this is a girl. She's going to have a spontaneous personality. All right, she's going to be very adaptable, fun to be around, but she's also going to be very promiscuous. She's also going to be bad-tempered. This is a girl that's going to go from moods all over. Back here, she's gonna be a freak 1 minute, a know-it-all 1 minute. She's gonna be very mysterious when it comes to the redhead. Now, the redhead attracts a lot of men because the red hair is also rare. But one thing about a redhead is they typically have a better body than most women. Redheads normally typically have a charismatic nature about them because not only are they not around as much, they're very easy to spot when they are around. Now, I'm talking about a real redhead, not one that dyes their hair red. A lot of women do that and you can spot it just through the roots. The way that you can recognize a real redhead is she's going to have freckles. Freckles and redhead goes together because of the lack of melanin crossed between inside of their skin. So a lot of redheads are going to come with freckles. If they have freckles and red hair, that's a pure redhead. Most redheads that don't have freckles have dyed their hair. But keep in mind, this is going to be the most mysterious woman, and she's going to be the most promiscuous woman. These are the type of girls that, because their attitudes are so humble and so changeable, they won't even come across as promiscuous until you actually get along with them. And that's the redhead woman. Next, we're gonna go with the blonde. When it comes to the blonde is probably the most naive but high maintenance woman on the market. Another thing with blondes, they have the highest divorce rates. All right, it's almost, their divorce rates are pretty high. Majority of women that are getting a divorce are going to be blonde women because of how naive they are and how maintenance they are and how unintelligent they are. You have to realize a blonde hair woman, a natural blonde hair, has the least amount of melanin in her body. So a lot of her brain functions and a lot of her body functions are not going to last long. Even her skin, it's not going to last long. The blonde hair woman has been designed to be a Barbie doll, but her life's expectancy of beauty is short. Expect the blonde hair woman to always be getting plastic surgery. She's going to love makeup. Blonde hair women start wearing makeup, piling it on as early as 12, 13 years old. The blonde hair woman is going to be a high divorce rate candidate. She's going to be very good in bed. I'm going to tell you that right now. She's going to be good in bed, but the divorce rates are going to be high with her because she only going to get dumber and dumber and dumber. And at some point, her naiveness is going to irritate a man who's growing. So expect blonde hair women to hit the wall, and then they start dating younger, because all the men that are her age are going to find her too dumb to be around and to match with their wisdom. And then that's where the divorces are going to come in. All right. Next, we're going to go with the brunette. Now, when it comes to the brunette is probably going to be one of the most powerful women. She's the sexiest woman of them all. She's the most aggressive woman of them all. And she has the greatest sex appeal. One thing about a brunette, they're always thinking long term. Another thing about a brunette, their energy is a lot. They have a lot more energy and need calm down. Higher sex drives. You're going to mainly find brunettes smoking cigarettes. A lot of brunettes smoke cigarettes. A lot of brunettes go to the gym a lot. A lot of brunettes are constantly moving in motion and is constantly on the move because they're very lively women. And when it comes to relationships, they're the ones that's going to run the relationship. You're going to find most brunettes, they are going to be the dominant ones in the household. When it comes to a man, this is another beta male eater. Brunettes are going to mainly only date beta males. They're going to have guys wrapped around their finger left and right. Brunettes are like the men of the women because they could be a woman, but they could also maneuver just like a man. They could get in and out just like a man. They could talk the talk as a man. They could outwork a man. In relationships, they're looking to control their man completely because they're the ones that actually want to go longer down the road. Brunettes is probably the number one woman out of dating that you could be with. To me, they're the most attractive. They're the smartest. They have the best personalities. But in relationships, they are going to be the top dog. They barely let men overpower them. All right? Next, we're going to go with black hair. Now, when it comes to black hair, typically this is rare amongst white women. Like, black hair amongst white women is rarer than red hair women because typically only a black woman could put out black hair. Only black women can put it out because of the melanin inside of their skin. Majority of women that look like they have black hair in the white community are women that dyed it. It's not women that was born with it. It's always women that's dyed it. The darkest that Caucasian women go is that real dark brown, but they don't go all the way black. Most black hair is typically only in black women. And the black hair is going to symbolize religion and it's going to symbolize spirituality. These are deep thinking women. All right. A lot of black hair women are therapists. Black hair women are constantly analyzing, thinking, and feeling. Analyzing, thinking, and feeling. They live life off of emotions. They live life how they feel. For instance, a black woman will feel like a queen. So she'll walk around pretending to be a queen. And we have to treat her as a queen because she's walking around feeling like it. You're going to mainly see a lot of this in black hair women. Black hair women don't go off of how people look at them. They live life based off of how they feel inside. So if they feel like a man, they're going to act like a man and they're going to want someone to treat them like a man. And if they feel like a woman or they feel like a diva, they're going to want someone to treat them like a diva. See, when it comes to the black hair women, this is the most delusional woman of them all. She doesn't want to earn what she wants people to treat her. See, all the other signs, right? They will go out and actually put the work in to get how they want to be treated, but not the black hair woman. A black hair woman feels like she doesn't have to do any work. She feels like she's the boldest, she's the strongest, she has the strongest mindset. So if she wakes up and feels like a cat, she's gonna want someone to treat her like a cat without even going out getting surgery to look like a cat or even try to attempt to look like a cat. So just keep in mind, when you come to black hair women, they're the most spiritual women. Those women are in religion very deep, all right? And be careful because they're always in their own delusional world, all right? This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Hasta la vista.